prohibited. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Ben Palmer.
Hey, everybody. Let's get rid of that. Welcome.
Woo!
I'm Ben. That's my cat. Run. Everyone say hi to Run. All right. I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia. And when it snows there, this is what happens. Even just like an inch or two, and the cars pile up. That happened one year. It was called Snow Apocalypse. And then the next year it's going to happen again. And I wanted to warn everyone, so I made a Facebook page that looked like the city of Atlanta. And I warned them. I said, "State of emergency declared. We're expecting up to 1 inch of snow on Friday. Please stay at home and declare yourself safe on Facebook." This is a warning. And then the real city had to be like, "No, that wasn't us." False. It was freezing that whole week, and so I'm like, "Warning, it is dangerous and cold outside. Please stay inside. Your weak Atlanta blood is not strong enough to stand the below 30 temperatures." Then people started commenting on this post. This guy George is like, "In all seriousness, homeless people downtown need a little special help for the next few days." He said the city has warming shelters set up around town, and then he gave some information on how people can help homeless people from freezing. And then Carla, she's like, "This is a great idea. I don't live in Atlanta, but this idea is great. Put it out there on the Real City page. Maybe there'll be some great help." He's like, "No one reads the Real City page." I live in Los Angeles now. We had 0 automobile-related deaths in 2019. Thanks to our traffic congestion safety plan, no vehicles going fast enough to cause any harm other than If you're visiting Los Angeles and driving, please be mindful of pedestrians. We know it can be tempting to give them a little nudge when they dirty look you for pulling too far into the crosswalk. This guy Richard's like, "Who is the moron who writes this kind of crap? Whoever you are, have the courage to step up and reveal yourself. I want a name. I want to know how much we, the public taxpayers, are paying you for this stupidity." I go by the name City of last name. It's completely free of charge, Rich. Speaking of rich people, this is Joel Steen, mega church pastor, one of the richest pastors in the world. He's known for making a lot of money and not giving a lot back. Here's his house. He preaches in front of a giant globe. And a lot of people follow him on Facebook. That's his page there, and then they put their prayer requests in. Like this guy says, "I'm requesting prayer for my marriage." So I made my own Joel Osteen ministry page. Unfortunately, your Joel Osteen prayer request account has not been activated. In order to activate your account, you need to add a monthly donation of $24.99, which will give you access to 3 prayer requests. This guy Gary's like, "Is it true you charge $25 for prayer requests?" The answer to your question is no, Gary. I did not charge $25 for prayer requests. I charge $24.99 per month. Which gives you access to 3 prayer requests. Now Joel Osteen had to say that's fake. His church said it was fake. Snopes picked it up. False. So I had to make my own Snopes page. True. I started getting messages on the Snopes page. This person says, "Snopes, is this true? Please respond." It's a picture of a church sign, a fake church sign. It says, "Advancement of Islamic Agenda for America. Allah be praised. America, we will kill you all, and nothing you can do to stop it. Allah be praised." I didn't want her to think that was real, so I responded, "Thanks for bringing this to our attention. We have researched it and found it to be false." Thank you. No problem. Have a wonderful day. All be praised. I forgot to mention my comedy set is brought to you by Airbnb San Francisco. Enjoy this unique loft space with up to 3 other people at just $1,500 per night as long as everyone sleeps on the couch. There's a lot of anti-vaxxers on Facebook. They believe that vaccines cause autism, so they don't want anybody to vaccinate their children. They all congregate on these Facebook groups, like this is one of them. So I decided to join the group with my fake profile, Rob Burlap. And then once they let me in as Rob Burlap, I changed Rob's name to Measles. I started commenting on people's posts with measles. Thinking about only allowing my daughter to have a few vaccines, the ones that protect against tetanus, meningitis, and polio. Whew, that was a close one. Now, on Applebee's page, a lot of people complain to restaurants like Applebee's, and I found that you can respond to any complaint you want, and you can respond with any name that you want. Carol, she's like, my friends and I were just at Applebee's NFB in Amherst, New York, and our server, Diane M, was good, but things were very slow. I don't think it was necessarily her fault, as it appeared there were not enough servers for the day. The food is not as good as usual, and I'm tempted not to return. Anything the manager could do about this would be appreciated. And the manager's like, Carol, I'm not doing anything about this. On Burger King's Facebook page, James said issuing a complaint about undercooked food shouldn't be as hard as y'all make it. I'll be contacting the health department about it Monday morning. Oh, trust me, the king doesn't undercook. I've been dealing with clowns like you reporting me to the health department for years. Making your complaint disappears like losing a couple of them. He's like, screenshot captured and forwarded to corporate along with photos of my undercooked food. Screenshot these flames for your food. Remember IHOP when they changed their name to IHOP? Yeah, they did that as like a promotional thing. International House of Burgers, and they said it was a permanent change at first. So everyone freaked out, and they were really pissed at them about it. And I felt like I had to stick up for them, so I made my own IHOP page. Connie, she's like, I heard Denny's management and staff celebrating all day, and now they're out of meth. Celebration over. What are you, 16 years old? That is the least professional or managerial answer possible from someone supposedly representing IHOP. Our family will never dine at IHOP again. That's because your family will be dining at IHOP. This is on Target's page. A few years ago, Target changed their bathroom policy to make it so transgender people could use the restroom that corresponded with their gender identity. And Lane, she said, Target has been my favorite store ever, but now I will not go into any Target store until they change the bathroom dressing policy back to the common sense one. I do not hate anyone, but this new policy is dangerous because it'll allow pedophiles to enter these areas. Target, please just make a bathroom for the transgender people along with one for men and one for women. That way we're showing love to all people. Thank you. And the pedophiles are like, we're going to enter these areas. This comedy set is also brought to you by the city of San Francisco. If you see a trash can that needs to be emptied, just put your trash next to it until a ring of trash forms. You're either a millionaire or you sit on the sidewalk. There's no between. And by Audible, for $14.95 a month, you unlock full access to spend full price on audiobooks. Blue Apron, ready to try put together your own frozen dinner? Try Blue Apron today. On LinkedIn, we're still trying to figure out what people do on LinkedIn. When there's Lyft, want to work from home? You can with Lyft because you'll be living out of your car. I have a podcast called the Hope This Helps podcast, and it's a parody podcast where I pretend to be a senior editor from Business Insider. And I interview my friends who play corporate CEOs. The first one was the Lyft CEO. You know, Lyft causes a lot of traffic congestion. It actually increases congestion in San Francisco. So here's a quote from that podcast. Look at the world around you and ask yourself, what does this world need? What's really missing? And how can I provide a solution for that? And once you figure out what that need is, in this case for me, it was the roads, fill the need. Then the transportation reporter from Business Insider is like, this podcast is not real. There is no Business Insider employee named Ben Palmer. And then Apple wrote me and said, Dear podcaster, we received a notice that your podcast may be infringing the rights of Lyft Incorporated. Artist Ben Palmer, podcast title, Hope This Helps. It says, please contact the complainant regarding this matter. So I wrote Lyft and said, hello Lyft, my podcast is a parody. It does not infringe on your rights in any way. Please cease and desist from harassing me with your cease and desist. Hope this helps. And in Los Angeles, I work as an extra, a background actor, and I just so happened to be playing a lawyer that day, so I sent them a picture, said, by the way, I'm a lawyer. That way they know I mean business. Never heard back from them. This is on Black Friday. It's getting moved up every year. Now it's on Thanksgiving. It's crazy. Some stores don't open on Thanksgiving though. They put their foot down. They're like, we're not going to do it. Like TJ Maxx, they didn't open on Thanksgiving to give their employees a break. And then the day before, this guy Trey was like harassing them about it. He's like, boo, you should be open tomorrow. It's just another day. We'll be open for Thanksgiving, but only if your house is too. He's like, I'm reporting who made this rude TJ Maxx comment to me. We would read the report, but unfortunately we are so close. And that made Trey angry. This is the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. This year it had a kiss between two women. And now this is over on Macy's page. This is the same tray that was on the TJ Maxx page. Can't even say gay. It says, being G.is unnatural and not okay. It's okay to be gay, and it's okay to be Trey. Love yourself. We'll all be okay. Trey, we're still close. He's like, Macy's and TJ Maxx are related? We're gay lovers. Thank you very much.